Have you ever felt like life keeps throwing problems your way, one after another? What if I told you that every single one of those problems, every obstacle, is actually a hidden opportunity? Today, I'm going to share a story that might just change the way you see every challenge you face. It's a story about a prince, a giant stone, and a powerful lesson that is as true today as it was centuries ago. Let me introduce you to Prince Ver. He was a kind young man, but he had one major flaw. He absolutely hated hard work. He loved his comfortable life and would do anything to avoid difficulty. If a problem arose, he'd just assume someone else would take care of it. His father, the wise old king, saw this and grew deeply concerned. How could a prince who runs from every challenge ever hope to rule a kingdom? The king knew that lectures and speeches wouldn't work. His son needed to learn through experience. He needed a lesson he would never forget. So, the king devised a plan. In the dead of night, long before the sun even thought about rising, he commanded his guards to place a massive, heavy stone right in the middle of the main road. This wasn't just any road. It was the bustling artery of the kingdom, the path everyone used to get to the market. With the stone in place, the king hid himself nearby, eager to see how his people and ultimately his son would react to this unexpected obstacle. As the sun came up, the road began to fill with people. The first to arrive was one of the kingdom's wealthiest merchants. He saw the stone, threw his hands up in the air, and started complaining loudly about how this inconvenience would make him late and cost him money. Did he try to move it? Of course not. He simply grumbled, walked around it, and went on his way. Next came a soldier, strong and proud. He saw the stone and, in a fit of rage, kicked it as hard as he could. All he got for his trouble was a bruised foot and a string of curses that echoed down the road. He, too, left the stone right where it was. Soon after, a woman carrying heavy water pots stumbled upon the obstruction. She sighed in frustration, shaking her head and blaming the king for not maintaining the roads properly. Like the others, she navigated around it and continued her journey. Throughout the day, person after person came to the stone. The rich, the poor, the young, the old, they all had the same reaction. They complained, they blamed, they got angry. They blamed the king, they blamed their bad luck, they blamed the world for their problems. But not a single one of them even attempted to move the stone. It was easier to complain and walk away. Late in the afternoon, a humble farmer came along. His back ached from the heavy basket of vegetables he was carrying to the market. He saw the huge stone blocking his path, and for a moment, he felt the same frustration as everyone else. But then, he thought differently. He realized that this stone wasn't just an inconvenience for him. It was a danger to everyone who used the road, especially at night. He put down his basket and decided he had to do something about it. He walked over to the stone and placed his hands on its rough surface. He pushed with all his might. The stone barely budged. His hand slipped and got scraped, raw and bleeding. Sweat poured down his face, stinging his eyes. It was an incredibly difficult task. Far harder than he imagined. He could have given up. He could have done what everyone else did, complain and walk around it. But he refused. He took a deep breath, repositioned his feet, and pushed again. This time, the stone moved. Just an inch. But it was a start. Fueled by that tiny victory, he pushed again, and again, and again. Inch by painful inch, he fought the stone, grunting and straining until finally, with one last heroic shove, he managed to roll it completely off the road. Exhausted, he leaned against a tree to catch his breath, his hands throbbing. As he glanced back at the spot where the stone had been, he saw something glinting in the dirt. He walked over and discovered a small leather bag. Curious, he picked it up. It was heavy. He opened it, and his eyes widened in disbelief. It was filled to the brim with gold coins. Tucked inside was a small, rolled-up note. He unrolled it and read the words written in the king's own hand. "This is the reward for the one who paves the way for others." The farmer smiled, a wave of gratitude washing over him. He had no idea that the king himself had placed it there, waiting for someone with the courage to take action. That evening, the king called Prince Ver to his side. He didn't scold him. Instead, he told him the entire story of the stone on the road. He described the merchant's complaints, the soldier's anger, and the farmer's determination. The prince listened, his expression slowly changing from indifference to understanding. The king then looked his son in the eyes and said, "Life will always place stones in your path. You can complain about them, you can get angry at them, or you can do what the farmer did. You can see them not as punishments, but as tests. Every difficulty you face, my son, holds a hidden opportunity. The real treasures in life, the ones that build character and strength, are not found by avoiding problems. They are earned by facing them head-on." That day, Prince Ver finally understood. He realized that true strength wasn't about having an easy life. It was about having the courage to make a hard life better, for himself and for others. So, the next time you encounter a stone in your road, a challenge at work, a personal struggle, a difficult conversation you've been avoiding, remember this story. Don't just walk around it. Don't waste your energy complaining. Ask yourself, what is the hidden opportunity here? What treasure is waiting for me on the other side of this effort? Because every obstacle is a chance to grow stronger, wiser, and more capable than you were before. The reward is always there for the one who is brave enough to move the stone. Thank you so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, please give this video a like and share it with someone who might need to hear this message. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories that can help you build a better life. Until next time, keep moving those stones.